Hey guys, my name is Grace, and I just got out of the church service, and there's this lady who I know, and she said hi to me in the bathroom, which I know is TMI, but the reason I want to share that is because there was a lot of um, crazy stuff that happened between her son and me, and so the fact she's like, "Hey Grace," um, is also a blessing because of all that. But that's not what I wanted to say. It's back to the lesson of if I could just tell you one thing, and um, is it's about us being Pharisees. And I feel like this whole time I was like, and I've always known that I'm a Pharisee in my own way. Um, the one that I feel like I'm more of is the morality police, that I judge other people for, oh, this person's wearing a tattoo, this person is doing this or that, smoking, vaping, they're not a Christian. But then am I really a Christian? Because a Christian is not going to church. And one of the things I liked him saying is, you standing in the driveway does not make you a car. So that's the same thing of us being the in church doesn't make us a Christian. And so am I really a Christian? Because being a Christian means your relationship with God is strong, and you have a relationship with God. And I have been falling out of reading the Bible recently and all these things. And so I'm like, am I really doing these things? And um so let's just, yeah, that's, I don't know. And I think, where, and I really connected a lot well with the older brother in the parable of the lost son, because I feel like I'm like, I tell my parents all the time, like, if you don't know, I'm adopted. Spoiler, I don't really ever share that because I feel embarrassed. But one of the things about that is, with all my siblings that are adopted, I always am like, Mom and Dad, like, you do all these things for them and you throw me in the ditch. And I say all these things, just like he says, look, these many years, Father, I have served you and I never disobeyed your command. You never gave me a young goat that I may celebrate with my friends, but you're giving my brother all this, and instead God runs to us, runs to that gate with his arms stretched wide and saying he is with us always to the end of the age. And that and he says that, son, you are always with me. And he's reminding him who he is. That's why he said son, because in the previous, the older brother is saying, but when this son of yours, not even calling him his brother, he's just pushing his brother aside. And he says, son, you are always with me, and all that is mine is yours. And I feel like the Father is God in this sense. And so don't let religion blind you to the relationship available through grace, aka God, being in a relationship with God. Because we were redeemed by the blood of Jesus. And through him we can wear robes of royalty, not, oh, what we're wearing to church. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel cute in this. And when they tell us to greet everyone around you, there's this girl, she's like, you're so cute. And oh, you know? And it's just like, but that, like, these are just church clothes. Like, but with God, we get to wear robes of royalty. And God blessed us with that. And is my heart aligned with the rhythm he has for us? Um, and so will we be brought back to Jesus? Will we remember the heart of our Father is merciful, and he sees and knows, and his blessing overrides the judgment that is upon us. And so that was the service today. And with that, it's just like, wow, my whole life feels different now. I don't know, but I want to write a song called A Loving Father. Um, and they actually, this is so funny. I was in the shower last night singing. I don't know if you guys can relate. And I was singing Gratitude by Brandon Lake. If you don't know it, it's a good song. You should listen to it. And I remember thinking in the shower, I wonder if they're going to sing this tomorrow. Like, I just love this song. They sung this song, and I almost cried. I was like, this is so amazing. I just love worship. It's just awesome. Um, so yeah. And another thing that stood out to me was when he was saying, like, we need to be celebrating just like the father celebrated his lost son in the parable of the lost son. We need to do that when people get baptized, because it's not just going, oh, they're in water now, so they're baptized, cool, yay. No, they're home. They're home with Jesus. And so that just also stirred something in me as well, because I'm always just like, okay, I'm so proud of them, good job, but I should really be like, woohoo, you know? So that's all I have to say, but I'm gonna head home now, so God bless y'all. Bye.